Bar Heights here, Supreme Court's week 4 of our play dates, and we are joined by Coach Jay Shankles of the Crossville Lions, playing in 5A up in Northeast Alabama. David Jimenez and also K1 Hatley. They were impressive out there today. A lot of energy, and I can't wait to get into one aspect of what we were talking about off camera. But Coach, if you would talk about the play dates a little bit, and just like the format, and just how good is it for your team to be able to come and practice and scheme in the summertime? We used to couldn't do this.
Yeah, we enjoyed it a lot. It's an opportunity for us, especially coming off last year where we struggled. I think when I took this job, it's kind of a running joke. Coach Peppers told me, I got 2 guys coming back next year. If you can get 3 more, we'll give you a supplement. So we hawked the halls and recruited some kids and got some bodies out. So we spent a lot of time last year on just kind of baby steps, fundamentals, dribbling, passing, and this year we're going to try to turn it up a little bit, add some things. We can't just survive. We got to be able to game plan, and so this gives us a chance to get out, try to run some of the stuff that we've tried to implement, and see it in action and get reps against somebody besides ourselves, so everybody that just cheat our plays and know what's going on.
Well, this is actually the first time that we have had this happen with both guys, but both these guys are definitely nominated for the all-hair team. I'm big on great hair since I don't have any. I used to have great hair, if you don't believe that. But these guys are nominated for that award. But I gotta go straight to it. First off, David, how many shots have you gotten up since the end of last season? And say it loud.
About 30,000.
30,000 shots. Threes. And so, what does that look like? When do you go? Is it 1 time a day, 2 times a day, 3 times a day? How long does it take to get something like that done?
Only about 5 days a week.
Yep.
Every day I almost skip lunch and go in there and shoot.
And just trying to work on your game, trying to get better. Have you seen improvements in your shooting since you've been getting in all those reps?
I've seen some improvement. I've seen improvement.
It's got to be getting, and then you start making them game reps. Like Coach said, y'all, this is not somewhere that's been done for basketball for a while. And there is a lot of work that's got to go into it. But watching you, K1, today, length, athleticism, running the floor, I do think you have another gear that you haven't reached. But your gear right now is pretty good. But what are some of the things that you've been working on this summer to improve your game?
Mainly just getting in the gym, dribbling, shooting, just getting better all around. That's pretty much it.
Well, Coach, it looked like there was an energy, though. You have an energy on the sidelines. These kids are having an energy,
right.
And there may be a culture change going on. Would you speak to these 2 guys and that work ethic that they're showing, and just how important they are to the program, and what else do you expect for your other kids, to join right in and pick up where they're leading?
Yeah. Obviously these 2 guys are here because they're 2 of our guys that spend a lot of time in the gym, and we would like to get. I'd like to say I've got 10 guys shot 30,000.
Yeah.
We have 2 machines, and we can do it on both ends or 2 different goals at a time. Luckily for David, he just happened to work. His schedule worked out where he was with me. I think it may have been a driver's ed class. He wasn't driving, so he just hung out with me every day.
Drive and shoot.
So he's catch and shoot. K1 spends a lot of time in the gym, even after I'm gone. I just lock the door and leave him in there sometimes. And he spends a lot of time by himself in there as well. So. And David would do it, but that's what I tell him. I tell him all the time. I don't need to be the loudest guy in the gym. Sometimes most of the time I am, and I'm the loudest guy at practice. And I need these guys to step up and direct on defense and communicate on offense. And that's probably the biggest thing for us because our kids are such great kids and they're really soft spoken, and we need some alpha voices to put people in their place.
Right.
And I try to tell them, when we get a player-led team instead of a coach-led team, then maybe things will start changing. And we're better. We're a lot better. But we got a long way to go as well. So.
It takes time to build, and the thing that it is when you haven't seen that success yet, it's about the small victories, if you will. Each of you, first of all, I'd like to go to you, K1, you first, and then David, you. Talk about Coach a little bit, and just his intensity on the sidelines and how hard he coaches y'all, but at the same time, the love that's behind it, and just why do you like playing for him?
He pushes us when we need to be pushed. He's honest, he's real, he don't beat around the bush or anything, he don't sugarcoat it. So, he gets honest whenever he needs to, and whenever we do something right, he congratulates us. So.
Anything to add to that, David?
Just like Kevin said, yes, he shows tough love, but like yeah, it helps us with that. It helps us do more better.
The one thing, Coach, I've really learned about this generation is that the soft-spokenness, the lack of communication, because everything's at your fingertips, what have you. But you said it, K1, the ability to keep it real, the ability to let kids know, because this world out there is not getting any easier, and that respect, and it's obvious with the relationship that you have. All right, so Coach, give me the goal this season as you're building. This will be the last question. What is the goal moving into this season, and where do you want to see your program after all the games are played at the end of the year?
We won one last year, and it was at the very end. It was a long season, and we won several this summer. But and I tell the kids, I said, look, our goal is let's get above 500.
Yeah.
There's nobody says we can't get, we can play 30. Nobody says we can't get to 15. And if you get 4 or 5, and that snowballs to 7. Get a little confidence, a little swag, then maybe we get to 12 or 14, and then you never know. And if you can just figure out a way to get to that area tournament game, that one date,
Yep.
and we're all playing, we're all practicing for that one date. And if we can just play our best basketball by the time we get to the area tournament, then you never know. It don't matter if you're, and the other 3 teams in our area are pretty good. They're pretty similar. We're pulling a trail right now, but if we just continue the pace we're going, at the rate we're going, getting in the gym and shooting and working, and we can drag a few more with us, then you get hot on the right night, then you're in.
Yes.
And that's our goal. We got to do a lot of work defensively. We got to communicate better, obviously, but we got to get to work, make more guys make more shots. But it's part of the process. It's slow, baby steps. Have K1 and one other senior. And then we have everybody back again next year, and some of those guys back 2 more years. So it's we played 25 games with 8 freshmen and sophomore last year. 8 out of 11 were freshmen and sophomore. So it was it's a learning experience. We played the JV schedule, played the varsity schedule with JV kids, and that's not an excuse. We're just young, and so we got to just keep growing. Keep your nose down, keep grinding, and good things will happen. Great kids, absolutely unbelievably. Great administration, great kids. Great work ethic. And so if we just keep our nose down and keep going, we're gonna be okay.
I see it. I see it happening in those, and sometimes those young battles, those young beatings, if you will. My buddy Scott Bill talks about it all the time. That first Phillips State Championship team of his, they got beat 78-12. In their first varsity game.
Been there.
But they kept building and they kept building, and by the time, and some of those seniors didn't get to see that, but it's not, the foundation's being built right here, Coach, and I get chills thinking about it. I love watching y'all play, and look forward to watching y'all get to that 500 goal and seeing where it goes beyond. Keep getting those shots up, keep getting us, and see if you can keep up with it and get in there with it. Just thank y'all guys. You can follow us at SCourtsGville. Our play dates are almost over, but we thank the Crossville High School Lions for joining us. Thanks, Coach. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.